sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We talked about that in previous weeks, sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, he can talk all he wants about, I don't listen to that, and there's no pressure. All we're doing is trying to win games. He knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 38. And that catch puts him past the great Jerry Rice. For the most receiving yards in a single season, he's now up over 1,848.
At one point, we called Jerry Rice Flash. How about the dash we saw here today? The dash towards his record and past it. What a tremendous achievement. And how much fun is it for us to be here to witness it?
It's a pinch-me moment for us. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down, Anderson able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
first down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Handoff comes to Anderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Get down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. It's the Chiefs on top early. And we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 84 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Raiders. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They give it to Anderson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw his car. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, 185.
10th carry now for Anderson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now, 280.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Screen play, Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Monday, down, 185.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get down, get down. 280. Check.
On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 58 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calls defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Carr. And he finds Cook. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. To throw on third down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Devontae Parker, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. The Falcons see their hopes of a perfect season last into December, but they suffer their first loss after 13 straight wins. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to put...
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Tahir Whitehead in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 81 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Anderson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Carr, a dump off to Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, here's Carr. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He completes it to Bryant. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Down! Blue 80!
Carr will try it again on second down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now, wide 85.
Carr to throw again. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Get down.
Again, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and the lead will swell by one more. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an... Get set. Wide 85. 86 is on the go.
Carr to throw on second down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. Carr now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Blue 45. Blue.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
4 down. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Mahomes going to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.